Peace and much love, family. It's Mowa Oludumare. And, I was just thinking about, I guess things in general. And I found something to be, rather interesting, at least to me anyway, is that the what's going to bring about change in this whole world is going to be self work. Cultivating love within yourself, cultivating understanding within yourself, dialogue, critical thinking, so on and so forth. All these things are going to have to be done within yourself to bring any change into the society at large. Because we always say, or you always hear, oh man, society is this, society is that. But when you really break down what society actually is, it's just us. It's human beings. It's you, it's me, it's the people that you love, the people that you hate, and so on and so forth. There is no mythical society that's like a headquarters that's dictating, X, Y, and Z. No, it's you. The government that you're mad at is you, because all these things here are all everything, government, whatever you want to call it. All of it is people. It's people, people like you, people like me. You know what I'm saying? So if we really want things to change, we're going to have to do that self work. To cultivate these things that we will want to see in the world, kind of like exactly what Gandhi said. You got to be the change that you want to see in the world. You know what I'm saying? So and that can't be legislated. That's the big trick. Love can't be legislated. Understanding can't be legislated. Going out to your neighbor who disagrees with you and having dialogue to see what it is the beef actually is, that can't be legislated. It's actually going to be the people who are going to have to do these things. This is what the true meaning of what power to the people is. I mean, that's what the ancestors said, power to the people, but I gave a little alteration to it, is that the power is within the people. And the power is within the people because only we have the ability to do these things for and to ourselves. Only we can come to the conclusion that that we're going to cultivate love, that we're going to cultivate understanding, and so on and so forth. Not saying that there isn't always that there isn't ever going to be a time for war and things like that. Most definitely, but I think in a lot of ways, the anger and the frustration and stuff that's going on right now isn't. It's because that we're afraid of each other. We're not talking to each other. I'm saying? We're going based off of what we heard about each other, but not many of us have actually had the opportunity or the will to actually have a conversation with someone who has opposing views. And this is including racist people or whatever as well, believe it or not, because there is a reason why that person feels the way that they feel. And I think it's very cowardly to not even entertain to not entertain the conversation of why this person feels the way that they feel. We don't know why this person might not like X, Y, and Z, because someone from that ethnic group could have done something to their family which planted the seed of hatred, or they just was born and raised into a racist household. You just don't know. But if someone is actually willing and able to have a conversation about that, I think that should be conversations that should be had, and find some kind of common ground of humanity, because I can hear there is no common ground. Yeah, the fuck it is. If the breath is taken out of my body and it's taken out of that person's body, we're both equally as dead. So yes, there is common ground that we can stand upon. And once we figure that out, that increases the humanity in each other. And like I said in the last video, even though that one was more specific towards black folk, is that we gotta see the humanity in each other more, and that's only going to happen by not being afraid of each other and crossing those lines and drawn in the sand and actually having a conversation with one another. So I don't know, man. We're on this planet together, and eventually we're all going to die together. So we might as well try to get along with each other. Peace and love.
And be sure to go to Amazon.com or any online retailer to check out my most recent book, The 3 Degrees of Knowledge. Just type in the title right there in the search bar and it'll come up. And then just hit add to cart and we'll have a copy sent to you immediately.